say, first off, this is the first time using the new camera app on OS 6, so we'll see how that goes. The layout's a little different and it's a little darker over here. But anyway, that's just me rambling about it just right off the bat. Anyway, here's the video review for the Arms Micron Capsule Toys Series 2. There are 4 in this set, 5 if you count variants. They all come in these little capsule things. There's various colors. There's a pink one, and a purple one, and a green one, and a yellow one. They are not made out of ticky-tacky. They are made out of plastic. Anyway, but yeah, they all come packed in these things. There's a piece of tape here. You just pull the tape off, open them up, and inside, in a little plastic bag, is the figure. Along with, they all come with the exact same instruction sheet. It shows the instructions for all of the figures on one instruction sheet. And here's Megatron. We'll go ahead and get him out. He comes folded in half because he's big. And there are the 4. There are the RC, Bulkhead, Megatron, and Turtle Dude. That's his name. His name is Turtle Dude. He's cool. And like before, they're little representations of the characters that also turn into weapons, like other Microns for them. The turtle becomes a shield. We'll do RC and Turtle Dude first. Turtle Dude becomes a shield, and you can kind of see how that's going to work. But basically, you just flip his head in, flip his feet up above, and then flip these feet in the back in until they snap, and there's the shield, which, as Cup will demonstrate, there's a peg hole here, so you can peg it onto a peg. There's also a peg up here that you can peg it onto a peg hole on an arm of a figure, and it works just fine right there on Cup's arm. RC turns into, since one of her weapons is a sword, turns into a sword. Now this piece right here, it looks like the glue may have broken. It's a separate piece here. I'm just going to re-glue that. And actually, yeah, the closer I look at that, it definitely looks like some glue had broken there. But yeah, it's a separate piece back here. The wings can angle back, so you can have some angled wings. And she's not bad. I kind of like the design of it, with the exception of the arms. She's kind of got this, I make holes in teeth kind of position here. But yeah. But you flip her head forward. You flip these out to the side. You bring this arms up. Again, this should stay together, or will stay together after I glue it. But although this has proven, the fact that can slide off has proven handy in a couple of instances where I've been able to plug the handle into a character's hand where I normally wouldn't otherwise get the leverage on it, and then be able to just attach the sword to it. But yeah, and then you flip her legs out like this, and like this, and then they peg together up here. And you can see from the side, it's a very nice sword. A little different from the top. She does have a kind of tramp stamp Autobot symbol there. It's right there on her butt. But yeah, and then she's got a peg hole here for Micron combination, things like that. And you can just put her in the hand. And for some reason, I don't know if Cup's peg holes are very small, or these are just very thick. Both RC and the Bulkhead, I've had a hard time getting through his fist hole, so I don't know what the issue there is with that. But yeah, there's Cup with the sword and shield. There's the RC sword. There's the Turtle Dude shield. Now, Turtle Dude has a variant which is just reverse colors. Instead of a gray shell and orange turtle parts, he's got an orange shell and gray turtle parts, and that again transforms the same way, and that looks like that. So there's the 2 shields together. Personally, I think gray shell Turtle Dude I like better as a turtle. Orange shell Turtle Dude I like better as a shield. But, what can you do? The gray shell will probably go a little better with other figures in shield mode. But yeah, so there he is wearing using the orange shield, just to get an idea of how those work. So yeah, there's the first couple of Arms Micron guys. Let's move on to Megatron and Bulkhead. Let's do Megatron first. One of the things that's fun about him is he's got his spark crystals over here on this side, which is a shame, because this side has a peg hole, and I wish they'd put the spark crystal over on his left arm and left his right arm open, because I had fun taking Cup's gun and plugging it onto his arm as a giant cannon. And it does make him a little heavy on one side. You can get him to stand. Ah, no! The weight of the primes is falling. Anyway. But yeah, I just haven't fun doing that. And it would have been cooler, I think, if I guess I could swap the arms, though. There's not really anything... Oh, okay. So let's do that. There's not really any reason you can't do that. There's absolutely no reason. They're so non-generic arms, there's nothing really... I guess they're kind of molded differently, but I mean, like, that's not even accurate thumb. So look at that. There we go. There we go. And that, my friends... There you go. Let's get Bulkhead out of the way, as you can see. There he is! Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so anyway, that's some fun with Megatron. Excuse me. Okay, that one kind of just snuck up on me there. But to transform him into a gun, you just squeeze his legs together. There's a little peg back there. That's going to peg into the leg. Peg leg. And then you take his arms and you fold them up over his body like this. And then, and that's it. You can see he's got a little, straighten the legs so they're facing forward. He's got the little legs facing out here, or the peg. His legs have little blasters in the bottom of them. Oh yeah, he does have feet. Look at that. Look at that. The feet, I think, should be down for robot mode. Yes, and then you flip them up for gun mode. So yeah, there he is as a gun, and we'll have Bulkhead hang on to him. We'll just plug that right in there. And there's Megatron as a blaster. Alisad, come in, Saturday. I'm not even really going to try to do a good blaster impersonation. So there's Bulkhead. Now on to this is the star of the show for me, is this little Bulkhead, and you can see he lives up to his name. He is huge. Like here he is compared to the green little Micron. I mean, like you can see he's just much bigger, very hefty, very cool. I love his design, and he looks like a little Bulkhead, which is cool. His little crystals on his crotch. But yeah, he's just a neat little representation of Bulkhead. I really, really like this guy just as a little figure. He's cool. But he transforms it like this. You want to take this, flip this up. You want to bring this arm up and around, and there's a little tab here on his forearm that's going to peg into a slot up here. This arm comes down to form that. This flips over like this. Just like that. The legs sit right here. And it becomes like a power fist that you can attach to a character. Now, you can see he's got posts here because you can, on certain characters, you can just put the post through the fist. It's a little tricky getting here actually on Bulkhead just because of the angle of getting everything lined up properly. There we go. You just push it on. There is also a peg up here, so for like characters with smaller arms that maybe aren't long enough to really get in there or make the arm too long, you can also peg it onto an arm. But you just flip that up and around. The thumb comes down, and it gives them a giant power fist, like that. Now with Bulkhead, the arm legs are supposed to be down like that, and on shorter arms that works. Since Bulkhead's arms are a little bigger and longer, I like to flip the legs up and then flip them up like that. It kind of makes that whole fist sit a little better along his whole forearm there, and give him that look of a giant fist, which is really, really cool. And you can have him, like you can see, there's an open area right there. When you move this, it's not completely closed off, but that's right about the size to hold other weapons. So you can have him. Right, see, this isn't working really well just because of the way the peg is. But you can get like RC I had in there. Let's see if I can get her out actually. You can line her up properly. You can put that right in, get that right in there. See, and it fits, and then you can bring the thumb around to look like. So you can have the giant fist hold other Microns as weapons, which I think is really cool. And some people have been asking, should I get two of these? Like the question of the day, since I showed off that I had these this afternoon, I've been asked several times, well, what about the other side? And like I said, the peg is a little stiff, so it's hard to get out. But yes, if you want him to have two of them, you just reverse the transformation. You leave all this down, but you just bring this arm up and peg it in on this side. Bring this arm down to make a thumb, and then you have a left-hand version of the fist as well that can just click right on. So you can have him double fisting himself. No comment. And also, like if you have it come through and you want to just use the robot's natural hand to hold something just for space issues or whatever, like I said, like Cup's gun, you can just kind of push it halfway through. There is a little peg up here on the top. It doesn't really serve. You can't tab them both in up here at the same time. but there is a peg that lets you peg the shoulders together up here. You can kind of center them if you so desire, and they can peg together just to, if you just want the fist part, like you see what I'm saying. You could peg that on maybe only halfway through, and then have another weapon here in his actual fist. Just for giggles. That's the only thing I can think of for that peg, because he doesn't transform into anything. It's just there. But yeah, so there's the Arms Micron Series 2. I definitely think if you're going to get... I don't even know if you can buy them single. Most places I think are selling them in sets. But if you only get one, get Bulkhead. He's awesome. He's so awesome. I love this guy. Like, I don't even want to put him on as a fist. As cool, and the fist is cool. But I just want to carry him around as a little Bulkhead, because he's cool. So yeah, there you go. Arms Micron Capsule Toys Series 2.